The title of our project is The Prevalence of Headache Syndrome in Students of University of La Sabana Associated to the Excessive Use of Electronic Devices. Technological development has now increased and facilitated access to electronic devices. This has made life easier for young people today as it facilitates communication and makes it more effective. However, excessive use of these devices results in musculoskeletal problems that affect health. The advanced head syndrome is one of the most frequent in the young and is defined as a postural abnormality in which the head is ahead of the plumb line. This advanced position is often associated with excessive cervical lordosis and consequently attention of cervical muscles. Inadequate postures of a long time, commonly adopted during the use of mobile devices, can justify the presence of this sign. Therefore, the purpose is to cite the relationship between addiction to electronic devices and head advanced syndrome.
I am going to talk about the objectives our project. The general objective is to establish the relation between excessive use of electronic devices on nursing students with forward head posture who assist to the University of Savannah in Shia on the second period of the year 28. The specific objectives is the first one is to characterize the nursing students of the University of Savannah by using social demographic type questions such as age, gender, marital status, occupation, and whether they have children or not. The second one is to evaluate the posture of the student of nursing of the University of Savannah using instrument of Medicaid as the plum test and photometric in the second period of the year 28 to determine the prevalence forward hair posture. The third one is apply the scale of addiction to the cell phone, a smart addiction scale, short version. This version is adapted and validated to Spanish to the university student of University of Savannah in the second period of the year 28.
Hello, we are Jaine Alcalá and Oscar Alvarado, and we are talking about today about the justification of this work and the methodology. So first of all, the justification is this work is the vital importance because there are many studies carried out in many countries, but there's not a specific one that has been developed in this country, in Colombia. We have in this way about the data we can obtain can be used by many educational fields such as sociology, psychology, physiotherapy, nursing, medicine, and even engineering. All this in order to aiming in the near future to amend this issue. It is possible to adopt this syndrome and the misuse of this device in order to have a better performance in our daily life, in our body performance as well. We plan by the methodology, we plan to apply the test to people who are agree to our terms. When we have the result, we're planning to analyze them by using a software to determine the prevalence of overhead in students of nursing in the University of La Sabana.
So we have some steps that we plan to do in the methodology. So the first one is that each person that is going to participate in this research will have to sign an informed consent. The second part of this step is that each participant will answer a socio-demographic information survey that includes age, gender, marital status, etc. Third step is we plan to apply the test of cell phone addictions. And the last step, we plan to do the test of the plumb line test that evaluates the forward head in grades. And all this data that we plan to recollect in this step, we are planning to analyze it in a software. Thank you very much.